Hi everyone, it's Chris here and I'm going to make another recent vinyl video. My first for a while. It's not everything I've picked up, this is a few highlights and I'm having a few computer issues so there won't be the normal titles and so on. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's crack on. Shall we look at some records? A couple of 7 inches to start off. I should have mentioned, by the way, most of these are New Zealand releases, most of them are new releases. I'll mention where they're not. This is a single from French for Rabbits. They're a Wellington kind of indie folk duo, and this 7 inch has been put out by, where is it? I can't say this. Lefse, L-E-F-S-E. And yeah, it's great to have some of this. I didn't really know this was coming until I saw on Facebook a post that it had been released, and contrasting with that is another 7 inch from the Coolies. The Coolies have been around for donkey's years. I first saw them, maybe 15 years ago when they played at the local high school. I was teaching at the school next door. I went over and saw them back in my teaching days, and I've seen them live a bunch of times. They've been around, a few changes in lineup. Currently they've got this great drummer, Stefan Neville, who records as pumice with his solo work, and they put out a fantastic album, Master. This is a new 7 inch, and the recording kind of takes a lo-fi to new depths. I've heard it described as no-fi, and it's a 7 inch 33 RPM EP. There's 6 tracks on here, but the song, which one is it? There's one on here which is just incredible. It's that one. It's called God Takes Me. The track one of side one, just stunning. There's 100 of these pressed up on black vinyl on Epic Sweep, a record run out of Perth, Australia, but by a guy who used to be based in Wellington, New Zealand, who releases some great and fairly obscure New Zealand music. What we're listening to is a track from this, which I just got yesterday. This is a compilation, The End of Puppies. So Puppies was a bar and venue in Wellington run by a guy, Ian Jorgensen, who goes by the name of Blink, and he's been running a whole range of gigs, festivals called Camp Aloha. He's released music, magazines, all sorts of stuff. He's really a prolific curator and organiser of the local music scene. He ran this bar as an experiment to show how a music venue should be run, and then decided to close it down because he's got other projects, and put together this compilation of bands who have played at Puppies in recent times. So you've got a silk-screened cover and track listing on the rear. It's a double LP, and it's on both discs are on white vinyl. So I think there's one American, maybe a couple of Australian bands on here, but all bands who have played at Puppies. The rest of them are New Zealand bands. It's accompanied by this booklet, The End of Puppies, which features photos of bands playing at the venue. And there's a whole lot of information here about the, where is it in here? Gig posters. Then on to the construction of the venue and the track listing in the back. It's a fantastic package. It was run as a Kickstarter. There was various kind of things. There was the LP, there was the book, there was also tickets to the final weekend festival of the venue. Yeah, great effort, top class as always from Blink. This is the new album from Liam Finn. It's called The Nihilist. It's a double LP and gatefold. Liam Finn is just such an amazing and inventive songwriter and musician. He's got a lot going on. I think in some of his early material, he started off with the band Betch Duper, and some of his solo materials featured him playing all of the instruments. This has got his brother on drums and features a bunch of other musicians as well. But this is yeah, it's just like the songs are original. They're interesting. You know, they don't run in a kind of a linear way. They jump around. There's a lot of variation in the album. And this is a really top class album. I think it'll probably make it into my top 10 for the year. And they've done a beautiful job of the vinyl, 180 gram vinyl, and as I say, the gatefold. It just has this smell, like the kind of, you know, that new book smell. Anyway, sniffing records, it's a bit sad. Here's something I've seen this in the shops, second hand for years. It's Junica over the Atlantic, and this is now who's on this? Bevan Smith and Nick Brinkman. They're in another band. I'm sure they're both in another band that I've got a 7-inch by, which might be the Psychic South, maybe. Don't quote me on that. This was released in 2006 on an American label, Car Park. I've seen it around for years. Never a new copy, always second hand. But I found one at a really good price, and I wish I'd bought it earlier because it's just some great, it's kind of indie electronic pop with a kind of a touch, I'll just say a touch of shoegaze here and there, and yeah, really nice work. And Bevan Smith has gone on to produce some other great material. In fact, I think he's involved in one of the tracks on the Puppies compilation. Alright, and into some punk and hardcore. Parents, an Auckland band, their self-titled LP, and this is how many? What? 10 tracks of screamo hardcore. Yeah, a lot of fun. I love this stuff to kind of really kick out the jams. And again, great packaging, little insert there. And nice kind of artwork. They're just about to release a 7-inch EP, and which promises to be completely focused on aggression. So I'm looking forward to picking that up. That's out just next month. And also in a punk rock vein, going fast, I want to keep this video quick, is Gravemind. This is a Dunedin band, my old hometown. It's a 45 RPM LP, got what, 13 tracks on there, and look at this, they've done a great job of the artwork. There's, what do we got, I'll show you this, gatefold insert with the lyrics. There's a track on here, City Lows, which talks about walking up into the city, into the town belt to get out of town. The town belt's this kind of green belt in the hills around Dunedin, which is kind of a harbour basin city. And I know just what they mean. Sometimes when it's all getting too much, you get up, walk through the bush in the town belt, and it makes all the difference. It's got a download code, and it was pressed up at Pirate Press, which I think is the Czechoslovakian plant. And so you've got this nice black and orange, black blob vinyl. So yeah, it's good. It's, you know, the appearance is kind of the growly vocal screamo stuff. This is more singing. It kind of reminds me maybe of some kind of 80s Dunedin punk rock. There was a great punk rock scene there in the late 80s, early to mid 90s. It kind of fits into that vein. And finally, the one record I've got, which isn't by a New Zealand artist. So for those of you who watch a lot of these vinyl videos, some of you might have watched a channel featuring Mel and Neil. It was Mel and Neil's record show, and they're from Canada, a couple from Canada, and they made great videos. I really enjoyed them. They've only made one video this year. I think they're in different towns for their education, so they've only made the one. And a lot of those videos featured New Zealand music because Neil in particular was a real fan of Flying Nun, And anyway, the last video they posted, he mentioned a couple of records. I think he'd released one record as a label, and then also a band that he's in had released a record, which is this. It's Geyser. It's a 4-track EP. I ordered it when I saw that video, and I just got it today and took a listen to it. It's great. I really like it, and it's on purple splatter vinyl. There's 100 numbered copies of it, and Neil features in the band. I'm not sure what he plays actually. It might be the guitar, but again, don't quote me. I'm guessing. And then there's this. It's copied, but it's, you know, the lyrics have all been written out by hand and then copied. And reading this, I found out that the layout and design was by Mel, who also featured on those videos with Neil. So if you're watching Neil and Mel, congrats. It's a good video. Good record. Alright, quick little run through. As ever, you can catch up with radio shows and videos in a couple of places. Facebook.com/countingthebeat, and also countingthebeat.gen, that's GEN.NZ, or twitter.com/WaihekeRecords. Thanks for watching, and I hope to post you another video soon of more New Zealand music on vinyl. Cheers!